Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. Welcome one and welcome all to the season finale, the last recap or the last commentary of Life After Lockup. All right, my loves. It was a lot of grime, a lot of birds in the mix. But let's just get down to it, okay? Let's get the spick and span and just wash this thing down the drain. I think I like this whole season. I know some people were feeling kind of but it was given. It was better than seasons past. This is better than the other Life After Lockup. That's for darn sure. Let's talk about the first order on the docket, Sean and Sarah. Now, people are saying Sean is getting his karma. Meh, that might be true. That might be true. So if you guys don't know his origin, he's been Sean's been doing things and playing his baby mama, 6-time baby mama around. But so people are saying, you know what? This is what you get, Sean. This is what you get. However, I still don't feel right the way that Sarah's mom, Kathy, how she treated Sean. I mean, come on now. Sean wiped her con daughter. He did that, as well as put her in a home, and he took in Sarah's daughter too as his own. Which people were like, "Wait a minute, Sean, you got 6 of your own, and you're taking someone else and being a dad to her." So he did all of that. Plus, he took a second job driving Uber so she can get some boobs. And Sarah does not have to work. So, Kathy, you need to take several seats because it was kind of shady what Sarah and Kathy did to Sean by not revealing the whole truth. So that was shady. Recognize the shade for shade. Right. So, and then I don't understand. Yes, okay. Kathy does not like Sean. A lot of people don't. But on the other hand, you're holding up Shauna. You're holding baby Shauna. She took Sean's whole face. All right. So if you don't like Sean, you're looking at Sean every day when you babysit. Every day. Okay, that grandbaby is Sean. All right, so I don't know how, and I hope everything works out for Sean and Sarah. I really do. Because they gave her some medication after the surgery. Woo, which I don't know. That's a little touchy, dicey. I'm not an addict, so I don't know how that works, but it's a dicey. It's very, very delicate situation there. And Sarah got some boobs, and I hope she sticks with Sean. I hope so. So moving on to Cam and Eris. Okay. I like how both sisters are, his sisters came to visit. They're not biased. They're just, they're not pro either side. I'm sure they have their brother's back, but when he's wrong, they're going to call him out. And so Cameron finally confesses that, hey, she was sick. Eris was sick. That's why she didn't come to y'all party. Now, I saw Cameron had to say, but he made a big thing out of a little thing. So they were rightfully jumped on him for that because he was wrong. And they brought him a gift of some alcohol, adult beverage. And they were concerned that he was ready to pop off right then and there and partake in that adult beverage. But I'm like, if you're concerned, you shouldn't have given him any adult beverage as a gift. But anyway, anyhow, kudos to Cameron for admitting that, he's got an issue with that. That's the first step in helping yourself is admitting you got a problem. Then you got to, probably sort that out. You have to sort it out. So hopefully Cameron does that. But you got to remove yourself from all the libations and all the temptations. I see he's doing appearances in the club. So I hope he doesn't get too stimulated by all of that action. But I like that they seem to be coming together. Now, Cameron is still rough. They don't have that much time under their belt for me to give my seal of approval, but they're moving in the right direction. Okay, you don't get my seal of approval yet, Cameron, but I'm glad that you got a job and you're not playing these Mickey Mouse games, going to empty clubs. Okay, you got a plan B. You got a job, and you listen to your wife. So, and your in-laws, the in-laws seem to get along. So everybody seems to get along with each other. But I'm gonna tell you, what was that whole thing when the sisters, when well, Cam and Eris announced the pregnancy? I'm sure the sisters knew Eris was pregnant by that belly. She didn't even try to hide it. Even Cameron said, no, it was another episode, but you could tell she was pregnant. I don't even understand why that was even a big reveal, because it was not really a big reveal, in my opinion. All right, so moving on. Lindsay and Blaine. Look at Lindsay's face. She's in total awe, kind of turned on. That's a turned on face. Because Blaine just started off right with that first sentence. He said he doesn't have a pretty little kitty cat that men can throw money at. He doesn't have it, so he has to work. And it's not easy when you're not selling something illegal. His money is kind of hard for him to get when he's not selling something illegal. And he have to pay off his restitution. But he lit her up when she started to bark again at him. He says, I can't take it. I can't take it. You've always had a fall. Lindsay always had a safety net. Always did. First it was Scott, then it was Deontay, and now it is Blaine. And he listed out a whole laundry list of things that he did to help her transition into the free world. And she was speechless. I don't know if she's speechless because he said the laundry list, or that he dropped this pair of balls and showed some teeth. And said, hey, I'm not putting up with this. I'm going to kick you to the curb if you keep doing this. All right. And she was quiet as a church mouse. She couldn't say anything. Lindsay couldn't say anything. Because she knew he was right. And who wouldn't want to pay off the restitution so that would look good and maybe better your case? And it happens. So he's trying to look out for his behalf too, and hers as well. But she's got to understand this too. It's not just what she wants. And I'm glad he showed some teeth in that situation. Moving on to Taylor and Chance. All Chance had to do was come in, dry out with his friends. His friend told him to do X, Y, and Z. So he calls up Taylor, and Taylor's like, I was better on my own, which is true. But he said he's going to take all these classes. He's saying all the right words at the right time because he knows it doesn't take much. And I noticed that Taylor posted a post about alcoholism on her Instagram and how it just wipes, cleans everything, your family, your job, everyone in your life. So I don't know how situations are going on with them right at this current moment. But I don't know. It doesn't seem to bode well. Because Taylor put all her eggs in Chance's basket. This bird done dropped all the eggs in his basket. And she should have been working up to the last minute. You have 4 kids. You should be working at the last minute. Pregnant and all. But she put all her chips on this loser. Okay? He's 50. Well, he's old enough to be her dad. Her pappy, and he can't get his own life together, but she put all those chips on that. She needs to put her chips in her basket because she's the mother of those girls. They need to look at her and observe good, positive moves. So anyway, those girls are 100% her responsibility. She's got to take care of them no matter what. She's got to take care of them. You hear me? So whatever else that Chance may bring to the table is just going to be extra gravy sauce. Ajouche. I don't even think it's gravy, just a little ajouche. Okay? If he decides to bring something to the table. But you do not let that man steer this ship. When he has not been able to do that, sorry, I'm trying to make sure my whole head is, he has not been able to do that his whole life. Okay? You don't test run on my life and my children's lives. No chance. Okay? No pun intended. So, that was her responsibility to take care of the girls. And that boy. I said it. And the boy. Because Chance got 2 kids that he doesn't take care of. He never took care of. 2. Uno, dos. We just saw 1 on TV. He has 2. Now that baby Mason makes 3. So he has 2 records of not taking care of kids. So what makes you think this third child is going to be the magic bullet and he's going to suddenly wake up? No, you keep working and piling cash and stacking cash. You don't sit on your butt. No, ma'am. Brittany and Marcy, let me just talk about them. Looks like Brittany's never going to accept that she destroyed her own marriage. The man lost respect for her. Yes. She opened Pandora's box and Marcy just walked on through it. You heard me. There's no coming back from it. But I want to understand, loves. WTF? WTF? What did he say to his cousin? I took copious notes. So I'm gonna see what it's. He said it was near the end. He was saying that he didn't want to go through life not knowing what it was like to have his own family. He didn't want to not know how it was like to not have his own family, and that's why he started one with Brittany. And now it's like, now my work is done, or the social experiment is done, or whatever situation. I was kind of curious about having some kids. Now I see what they look like, how they act like. I'm done now. I can move on. I can just check that off my bucket list. That's what it seemed like he said at the end. It's strange. But anyway, moving on to Puppy, Amber, and TC. I do want to say TC has aged tremendously throughout the course of him being on the show. He looks like an old man in that corner crying. He got some deep-seated something and he needs to see therapy. I know it's probably he has to hide the crazy and, don't show all the emotions, but he may want to see somebody talk that out. Puppy is not with Eric, so she's doing a good thing. She's selling clothes, but she needs to find a job. Clothes, whatever you do, hustle to pay the rent, because we ain't putting that all on Queen. You bringing roaches and everything. Come on, Puppy. So good luck, Puppy. Keep working, doing what you hustle, what you got to do. If you selling clothes is a thing for you, that's good. Some people can do it. All right. And Amber, thank goodness, she wasn't playing for those TC games anymore. He claims he can't express his emotion, but he had no problems, none whatsoever, telling her he wasn't attracted to her, telling her that's his truck, she ain't getting it. Okay? He had no problems with that. Very easily rolled off his tongue. So when she starts to move, he starts shedding some tears. Talking about how he named the baby and saw the baby walk across the room. He said the babies, all that. Now he's spilling beans. But they both made that decision, as I said in early videos, put them grown folks drawers on and admit that your decision was mutually made. But, in the end, she needed a man to be there for her. Okay? And he was not. But he made things worse. Just being sulky and leaving the house a mess and not caring what the condition of the house was. And she's telling them at least clean the house. Just left it disgusting. So she walked in another dirty house. And that was it. That was the last straw. He got everything he deserved. Too little, too late to start crying now, as far as I'm concerned about TC. Derek and Monique. Derek makes Monique do things he knows good and well she should not be doing. Twerking, ice skating. What next? Jumping out of a plane. What is he going to have her do next? She knows she can't do that. She knows that. Derek, you need to marry her and then make her do that stuff so you can start claiming some life insurance or something. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Don't have her doing all this stuff just yet. And Monique said yes to the ring. She should have said yes to the lotion, okay? Because he put it on the wrong hand, all right? Right? But anyway, there was no doubt she was going to say yes to the ring. Who was holding their breath? Who was curious that she was going to say no? Nobody I know. Moving on. Did we talk about Cameron Harris? Yes, I think I started off with Cameron. Yes, I did. Let's move on to who else? Oh, yeah. Justine and Mike. All right. What in the holy hole in the wall was that place? What in the holy hole in the wall? All right? Was that place Michael's up there showing his stuff at? Right? And I believe the crowd looked like they were promised a free buffet of some crab legs, some fried chicken at the end. Just hold to the very end and they would get their meal ticket. Just hold on. They'll get their meal ticket. I stole that line online. Okay, my loves, that's not my original line. Those folks were not the demographics for this whole rap scene. They were there for the lobster. The lobster. That's what they were for. And the ticket. But basically, love, that place that Mocha's is full of itself. Okay? Um, that venue, anybody could have rented out. Anybody. All right? And if he was any kind of manager, he should have rented out a student union, a younger crowd. Go to UNLV, rent out the student union, offer a free concert or something, but not that place, not those people. Those people want a meal. And I can count on a couple of hands, both my hands, how many people? Well, 8 people. That's how many crab legs that Mocha could afford. Yes. Maybe lobster tails. He only could afford 8. He went to Costco to get it. Heat it up, steam it, and put some butter over it. Because my loves, but only if they stuck around till the end. They had to see the proposal and everything. But I just like, okay, all right, this is kind of lame-o. Michael's proposing to his wife, okay, with the cluster ring that he paid too darn much money for. Just my opinion. My mom said, those are diamond chips. You don't pay that much for that. Mm-mm. But, it's cute, but you don't pay that much for it. But it's, whatever. Okay, my loves. I'm going to figure out, I need to go down the count list of who cons, non-cons. Who are the winners are definitely the cons. They have walked through this whole season. Chance has never lost a battle with dim-witted Taylor. Never lost a battle. Neither did Michael. They rolled that bird, Justine, all the way through and to this situation in this dive bar where anybody could rent out. And Mocha collects a few people and say, I'm going to give you a little lobster tail, maybe some crab legs. You just got to stick to the end, all right? All right? So the only one that won throughout and carried the torch was Eris for the non-cons. And most of these people were cons, like Puppy's winning and Amber's winning. TC looked aged 20, 30 years, like an old man now. So he definitely is not winning. He's going to have to pay that money back to Amber, and I'm so happy for that. Who else? Who else did I miss? Brittany and Marcy. I'm not even going to discuss. Sean and Sarah. Sarah standing around there like a cat that ate the canary. Now, she got some new boobs. And I hope she don't walk out of Sean's life with those new boobs, okay? Just saying. All right, my loves. That's my recap of the final episode of Life After Lockup. I really think this was a decent episode, even though I am tired of Monique and Derek's shenanigans. How many times he has to cheat? I always said he cheated. I was the first to say Derek cheated way back in the video. I said I caught Derek slipping, and a lot of people came at me saying, nah, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. My OG followers know. They know. My spidey senses are on point. It's on point. All right, my loves. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of this whole season? Whole season of Life After Lockup, because we're gonna see this show. We're gonna see probably Love During Lockup or Love After Lockup probably in July. And I know a cast member that's going to be on Love After Lockup, and that's going to be here's a little hint. No, here's a little tea. It's gonna be the girl, the deaf girl that was on Love During Lockup. She's finally going to be on Love After Lockup. There you have it. Yeah, she's the one the deaf girl. I hope they give her an interpreter this time. My goodness, Sharp Entertainment. Don't be so darn cheap. My goodness. All right, my loves. Drop a line below. Drop a line below. Hit that notification bell. And hey. If you sipping this tea, enjoying these vivations and all this stuff, you subscribe, share, and care if you dare, my loves. And I will catch you all out on the flip side.